Hey everyone, welcome back to the Corvids of Coffee podcast. My name's Liz, and here with me today are my co-hosts, including a bonus guest, which is Dirk. Say hi, Dirk.
Hello, everybody.
And say hi, everyone else.
Hello.
So we're gonna talk about a few different things today and rate our coffees that we got from Recreo in West Roxbury, and let's get into it.
I'd like to point out that
Yes.
we didn't get name introduction, only
Oh, sorry.
No, we're not to be doing it.
Okay.
It's only suitable for everybody else,
I mean, shouldn't the guest be, introduced first?
Okay, yes. Come on.
All right, but yes, Raka, Tori.
So,
You guys.
we went to this coffee place.
Wait, we've been recording the whole time?
Yes, we're still recording.
Oh my god, can you tell me next time? You have to say, that's what you have to say. This is what they say on the Jack Shepherd podcast. ABC, always be, ABR, always be recording. Can you say ABR at the beginning? So
I roll my eyes at you. That might bring out the same
I
effect.
thought you paused it for some reason.
I did pause it.
Wait, serious question. Are we gonna edit this?
No, we're gonna keep this in.
Okay, that's fine.
This is part of the brand. This is the chaos.
ABR.
All right, so Veronica, do you want to bring it? Oh, actually, I'll bring up the Corvid fact. We're going to start with new little segments. And then, Veronica, if you would like to bring up the coffee fact, and we could talk about it.
All right, well, you bring up the Corvid Facts first.
All right, so did you guys know there are 133 species of Corvids? So it goes down like jays, nutcrackers, which that's funny that it's called nutcrackers, rooks, jackdaws, magpies, tree pies. Didn't know tree pies was a thing. I think it's called choughs. Crows and ravens. And some species, probably not. I'm not a, what's it called? Someone who's a bird specialist, like ornithologist or something like that. Okay, well, at least I can see, I knew that. Oh, we should.
We're bird enthusiasts. It's probably more than our budget.
Oh, actually, well, I have a friend that works at a wildlife center, so she might actually be able to talk on this. So Paige, if you're listening, we'd love to be on the podcast. And then some species like the I'm gonna butcher this. New Caledonian crow use tools.
You could have
I've seen videos of crows using tools.
Yeah, they're very smart.
use tools too.
They even make tools.
Yes.
All right, Veronica, kick us off with our coffee.
All right. Brazil may grow the most coffee, but Finland drinks the most. And Finns consume 12 grams per person per year, roughly 1,680 cups per person annually. I feel those are really
Holy.
grams. I don't know grams. I'm not great at that.
I don't know the metric system. I'm sorry.
We use freedom in our metric system, Tori.
Yeah.
None of this.
None of this bullshit with the metric system.
Kilograms.
No offense to Finland. I'm sure you're wonderful.
And then the question we have here is, how does that compare to the U.S. coffee consumption? I do believe Finns probably are the ones who drink the most. I think I just personally have an issue because I drink.
Why do they?
Well, so if you break it down,
So if you think about,
you could break it down to at least 20 cups.
Finland is supposedly is it Finland or is it Sweden that's the happiest country?
I think it might be Finland, actually. I think they have the
there you go.
most.
Fact check. We can fact check later.
Yes.
Coffee, it makes you happy. So therefore, it would only make sense that Finns have most consumption and are the happiest
True.
people.
Oh, and I did the math breakdown. So if you divide 1,680 divided by 12 months, divided by 4 weeks, divided by 7 days, it's 5 cups of coffee a day.
Never mind. I changed. I'm so
But-
sorry, Finland. I retract my statement. Those are not rookie numbers. You guys are just wide awake all the time.
True. All right.
Oh, you're right. Finland is the most.
All right.
Dirk just fact checked for us, though.
Oh.
That Finland is the... See? So
there you go.
it only correlates that the country that is the happiest on the planet is also... No,
I don't know.
Brazil produces...
Yeah, Brazil is
Do they produce any in Finland? No, because coffee beans need a humid climate to grow.
Sorry, Finland, you're not good enough for those beans.
Well, no. Brazil grows them because they have the weather for it, but
Yeah.
Finland then consumes the most.
They're just like this, give me that, and then they just eat a bag of coffee beans. Just, no.
5 cups of coffee a day. You might as well be eating.
I mean, I always said we should just inject it. Oh, sorry.
Have you set up your espresso machine?
Ooh.
So for the listeners, I have been in this house for a few months, but I have not.
How many months has it been?
Yeah, we're recording in Veronica's.
September.
Please. So that's
6 months.
Has it been 6 months
It's
already?
almost 6 months, yeah.
Yeah,
But
shit. Yeah, it's end of the year.
I have to figure out. I have a place where I have my coffee stuff stored, but I have to figure out a plan for a coffee bar.
You should look up some inspo on like I feel like Pinterest might have a good ones, or even like Lemonade has some good stuff like for home decor.
In my opinion, the hardest part of having a coffee machine like that is
Oh, yeah, 'cause you have-
use it. So sooner the better.
Oh yeah, what kind of espresso machine
Like,
do you
that's
have?
the thing, like, I need to figure out what kind of beans to get for us because
Mm.
I feel like it's the beans that are making the big difference of how we like brew our espresso.
Well, they also say the tools help.
No.
Shook his head. Wait, Tori, though, do you guys ever see, like, there's that thing that you can use to, like, for the, what's it called? It's a little espresso cap. Yeah, it's like that little whisk kind of for coffee grounds.
Calibrate your espresso machine is the hardest part.
Yeah, because you have what kind do you have, Tori?
What kind is it, Dirk?
Dirk.
What kind is what?
Your espresso machine? Rebel. Sorry, Dirk's just here.
No.
Dirk's
It's
just
a lot more expensive.
Hold this.
Dirk's just rolling in money. He's a baller. Tori just clipped the mic to Dirk's shirt. He's forcibly part of this now. You better start talking, Dirk.
It's just trapped in.
Trapped in, you're not leaving. We're holding him here also against his will. Surprise!
Surprise!
I'm just kidding. Dirk's okay with it, right? We gave you coffee and food, right? He's sipping on coffee right now, if that answers your question.
And actually, we could talk about.
Oh, yes.
Each of our.
And you know this place because this is literally like a few minutes from your house.
So this is Recreo. They've been in West Roxbury for 10 years now. And their big mission is to do fair trade, like to
In Nicaragua, right?
yes. So they acquire their coffee beans through fair trade from Nicaragua. So they source ethically.
Wait, does
Collar to Recreo.
nice. I know. I feel like a lot more
They're
places
small
are.
business. And they're small business.
And they're small business. Yeah, I feel like a lot of more places are trying to do that now, which is really it's a great change to make, especially with low paid workers and different conditions and like how they set up the whole with gaining coffee grounds and everything. I forget. Does Red Barn Coffee are they fair trade?
I don't know if Red Barn's fair trade. I know they are local. They
Well, yeah, they have a bunch
they
of
have, so Red Barn no longer has, I think, cafes anymore. The last one I knew of. Actually, no, I take that back. So Red Barn had 2 locations in Boston. One was in Faneuil Hall, and the other one is in City Hall. I think the one in City Hall still exists, but the one in Faneuil Hall closed a few years ago. And Red Barn has their producer out in Upton, Mass. So
okay, so they're like
I don't think they sell like in their own cafes, but they sell in small cafes and small restaurants and small stores.
They have one in Upton that's like attached to this garden.
They have
Red Barn Cafe.
they sell the grounds at Outpost.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know it was the main spot, but
there is one I passed that's I think it's like in the Grafton area, and it's like kind of I think it's part of like a farm stand kind of thing that they have. You probably passed it.
They don't have any more in Boston. I think they're
They're more
one,
scattered.
it's the one in City Hall, but I think they're scattered throughout Metro West.
Yeah, they're definitely like they had one actually, like the Red Barn Coffee Cafe in the library for where I went to school before I changed my trajectory, which was in FSU. They have one like I don't know if they still have it there.
Oh, really?
They would have the coffee there though, and it was like it was great. Probably a lot cheaper back then, but it's been a while. So,
Yeah.
but coffee grounds are good. And they always have good stuff.
Okay, so when do you get Veronica?
Oh yeah, so
So I got an iced latte with their sugar-free hazelnut syrup, and of course, I substituted for oat milk. And it's a classic. I like it. I always like I'm very basic. I always like a good oat milk iced latte. So
that's the
I
trend.
would definitely say like 8.5 out of 10 for me. This is good. It's a
It's
classic.
a solid coffee, solid rating. What do you think, Greg?
I did not have to get ice today, as I usually do. I got chai.
Trader. No, I'm just kidding.
Usually I do, but it's cold out there right now, so I don't
Yeah,
have to
it's gonna snow.
No, I got a chai latte with oat milk, which I usually don't get oat milk, but I was still inspired.
By Veronica, clearly.
You guys saw before it's not almond milk, but oat milk's always better. I feel like in coffee.
It's
creamier.
I think it complements it a lot better. Because
Yeah.
almond milk has kind of like it's not pointed, but it's like the taste of it. You can tell it's almond. Yeah, it's a little more.
I'm more
trying to think how to describe
I
it.
think just because I'm used to it. This is a great chai latte. Honestly, 9 out of 10. Really good. I don't know if there's anything that would make it better. Honestly,
I know you
If
really
could
like
go,
chai.
that would be legendary.
And you make some good chai, like with a Tazo, the box chai that they have, because they have some really good seasonal ones. Oh, those are good. It's like it's really it kind of reminds me of like spicy tea coffee kind of combination. I'm probably not describing chai well, but that's what it tastes like to me. It's like spicy coffee tea blend. Oh, and Dirk, give us your rating on your coffee.
The rating of my coffee, the caramel latte with what type of milk was it? Sorry.
Oat milk. You also got oat milk.
Oat milk.
Oh no, sorry, you got whole milk.
Oh, whole milk.
Weirdo. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was surprised.
when you forget that you're lactose.
Yeah, aren't you part of the Aren't you part of the tummy ache club?
We went up to the counter, and Dirk was like, I don't know, just give me what I usually get, I guess. And I was like,
Tori
"What
knows.
milk you want?" And then he was like, whatever you're feeling. And then I forgot he said that 2 seconds later, and I'm like, what are you gonna get? And he looked at me, he's like, I called him like caramel latte. You say caramel latte, and then the guy says whole milk, and Dirk says sure.
I like how you put the mic back on Dirk, even though you just answered for it.
Okay, go ahead. Talk about how you rate it.
Yeah, how do you
Oh,
rate
I
it?
didn't rate mine.
I
Oh, it did.
Oh.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. That's good.
A
Coffee.
what?
A 9 out of 10, but if I'm measuring in coffee cups, 4 out of 5 coffee cups. Oh, I completely forgot.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'd probably give mine a 4 out of 5 coffee cups. 'cause
Nice.
It's a solid choice.
Give mine like a 7.
So you hate it.
So essentially, I do kind of hate it. But
So
7
for
out
the
of 10.
why do you actually hate
Whole
it?
milk.
No,
Oh, it's because of whole milk. You don't see if you got an oat milk, it would have been a solid 10 out of 10. You know,
the lactose in me would have said yeah.
I'd be like,
it's okay.
your stomach's screaming.
Why? What
Coming.
would you change?
I mean, it's not changed. It's just not fantastic, you know. Unfortunately.
Would you say it's like a little different compared to other places you've had? Well, no,
It's a good score.
you.
3 out of 4 people agree that Recreo is good.
Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't write mine.
Take that at face value for what you will.
I got
Yeah.
an iced. I got an oat milk iced latte with maple and vanilla flavor shot. Very good. I feel like the coffee, like the grounds are really good. They have a coffee ground, like a machine, and you pointed that out with the cool fact about coffee beans being green.
So they have so in Recreo when you walk in, you can see the grinder for the beans, but it also roasts them. So they have one of those machines. And a fun fact about beans, like whole coffee beans, is that the longer they're roasting for, the less caffeine they have. So actually your dark roast has less caffeine than a blonde roast, and that's because blonde roasted coffee beans spend less time roasting than dark roast beans, so they don't lose that caffeine in the oil.
Interesting. Yeah, it was kind of cool seeing it because you could see like the little window for viewing, where it was like the whole thing. But yeah, I was gonna say definitely the taste, texture, good color of the coffee for the iced coffee, at least from what you could see. I always like when my coffee is like a nice like in between, not too like light where it's like okay, it's 90% milk, and not too dark where it's like this is cold brew. But yeah, definitely I would rate it a solid 4.5 out of 5 coffee cups. Very good. Definitely have again.
Some other places we tried recently. We tried Bolted Bean recently.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was a cozy little cafe.
I need to go back and try the coffee because I tried iced tea when I was there.
But I also like the vibe of this
It
one.
was iced tea. It was not.
Yeah.
What else did we try recently?
There was Infused Cafe that was over in Worcester, which is really
that
nice.
was great. I had a tiramisu latte.
Yeah,
The tiramisu
they
cold
had-
latte, that place. I rate a little bit higher than this, but that's because I got something different. I think.
Well, I
can't
feel
try
like
everywhere.
some places have like their specialty beverages, which like or their seasonal stuff, where it's definitely like their thing, like it's the thing that they have on the pedestal kind of for it. So that one would be an example. They had a honey frother, which was really good.
Yeah. We didn't do that with Recreo. We all got pretty much like standard.
basic
orders.
everyday.
I will say that Recreo has a cafe bonbon, which is a Spanish creation. It is 1 shot of espresso in condensed milk.
Oh,
that
that
sounds
sounds
so
so
Done
good.
that.
See, that would have been the pedestal coffee.
Missed the mark on
Dirk
that
didn't
one.
even menu.
Dirk.
If I make a
It wasn't
stick,
even on the menu.
It was definitely was.
I'm
It
gonna-
was fun.
It was
It was-
under the fine print.
I'm gonna make a sticker that just
I
says
have
like
my
pedestal
glasses on,
coffee.
too.
That's true.
No glasses on.
If Dirk had had his glasses, this rating and this
This rating
would have been
Different,
way.
way
would
different.
have been on the moon right now.
Yeah. Okay. So next time.
But I would say it's definitely their trophy coffee.
I think,
Like every place has their trophy coffee.
yes.
And no one here had it.
No one here had it.
Should have.
I don't know if Cafe Bonbon would be considered the
Trophy?
trophy of Recreo, but
Oh, okay.
you might not even know it.
We don't even
Maybe, I don't-
condensed
I don't
milk?
know.
even though lactose intolerant, I'm part of the tummy ache club. I would risk it all. I mean, I'm sure other lactose intolerant people out there would say,
We have
I will do a giant bowl of pasta and cheese with no regrets and 2 hours in the bathroom.
Ew.
Just say, hey, you know the struggle, you know the struggle.
Anyhow,
Um,
so that's what we did this afternoon.
we have the Super Bowl halftime show we're going to talk about because that's that and the commercials are the only thing worth watching.
I did not watch anything. Of this. I did though, because
Oh.
he went somewhere to watch it, so he can speak more on that. And Dirk also, I think, has a little bit more history of Drake and Kendrick drama.
Oh yeah.
So
Yes, you
I was
do.
gonna say, that is the only thing that went over my head because
Oh, I had to look that up after. Yeah.
I did not follow the Drake and Lamar battle when it was happening.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm under a rock for as far as rappers
we'll
go.
defer to Dirk on this.
Dirk's
Not much to defer because it's
Just give us a gist.
just like the nutshell.
just that
The-
that
coffee
Drake's
beans.
They're rivals.
they're
Wait,
rivals and
I
stuff
just have
now.
one question.
Yeah.
How did the Drake and Lamar diss battle initially start?
I mean, see, that's the thing. It's like perspective, Who knows when it really started? But like initially,
Where's the beef?
I believe it's.
You're being very what's the word? Ambiguous. You're very being very ambiguous about this.
Actual facts. This is all like.
You're just being straight up vague.
It's all what TikTok tells me. So.
Oh yeah.
So.
Solid source.
Solid
source.
news source.
They're
actually news
Like,
when
alright.
you think about it. No.
Yeah. Citing TikTok.
Okay, so give us what
Excited.
happened.
Nice.
happened with.
Drake and Kendrick before all of the Super Bowl stuff.
I think there was always tension in there, because Drake thought he was number one for the longest
And he was
time.
like, "You're not number
And he
one."
kind of was, but he was kind of like, like a merchant. He was like, not like a rap number one, more like
He's
pop-
like
pop.
Yeah, he's like, what is it? The got a hotline.
Yeah. So I would,
whatever
I
is
would
like-
agree with that.
Yeah, whatever's like in the whatever's going, he finds a way to like leech off of it in a way.
And didn't he also say he's like, we're the big three, like him,
Oh, yeah, that's-
Drake,
that's-
and J. Cole, right?
That's kind of where
the tipping
it
point.
started. Yeah, not like tipping point. That's where it
okay.
started. Like in a good song, he says, "Oh, we're the big three, right?
Him, J. Cole.
Him, J. Cole, and Kendrick."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So he refers to Kendrick and J. Cole like guys like the big three. And J. Cole's more neutral, right? And all this stuff. That's what it seemed like. No, it's on.
No, it's on. You're good.
It's blinking.
Yeah.
Sorry for all technical difficulties. Is it fine?
I clicked it by accident.
Oh my God,
Should I click it?
you should
I
be
click it
fine.
again?
Oh, okay.
You should be fine.
Sorry, anyway, back to it.
Don't click it.
We won't click the microphone.
Can you open? Turn it around.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, continue.
Continue with what?
The whole Drake thing.
Are you blacking out during this conversation?
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure you are.
No,
Dirk, is everything
not
okay?
But even I watched 2 videos that were like a cartoon version on TikTok that explained this in 30 seconds.
The news, the reliable,
Solid.
great
I will
news
talk
source.
about it since Dirk, even though
Tori
he
wanted to
is
talk
the
about
one-
this for the longest time, obviously.
Yeah.
She grabbed the microphone from me.
She's like, give me that.
He handed it to me. Okay.
Give me that.
Dirk.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Tori was ready for it.
Okay. So then there was like a series of diss tracks after this where Kendrick was like, don't like you're not a big three. Basically just saying like don't put me in the same category as
Yeah,
me.
he's just like, you're not up there. Yeah.
Am I right
He's
or
like,
wrong?
I'm above you.
You're citing me like if I really knew
No,
everything.
no,
like
do you
that.
agree or not agree?
Sure.
We literally, Dirk and I were talking in the car earlier about pet peeves. My pet peeve I said, and then people say sure. And then
Oh, you're purposely doing it.
Perhaps.
Okay, you're done.
You're done.
Everything is now going to be from me for this.
Excited
Even though I'm the
on
only person
stuff.
here who didn't watch Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, you know the most.
So I did watch the Super Bowl
Yeah.
halftime show, and then I would like to say that I think I'm an activist because
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar at the end of his show said, "Turn off your TV."
I
Now,
said-
I didn't take that literally. Instead, I would figuratively and passed out.
I can attest. I was there. I saw her. She was like, okay.
I felt sleepy after that.
I was gonna turn off the TV when he said turn off the TV. Okay, click. Done.
Turn off the TV.
They was like turn off the TV, and I was like, all right, turn it off the TV.
But a lot of people
It
are
wouldn't let me.
citing Kendrick Lamar online about how this performance was different than like previous years, right? Because
Yeah.
like previous years, it's solely for entertainment.
Yeah, like Usher,
Right.
Rihanna, Rihanna.
It's
Oh,
pulling at like millennial heartstrings, or maybe it's like more national, whatever. But it's some form of entertainment, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people had a problem with this halftime show because it was more of a display of like art and activism.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of people are like kind of analyzing the show, saying there was a lot of hidden Easter eggs in there.
Mhm.
So for instance, going back to the Drake and Lamar.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, so I didn't know this. Serena Williams.
Oh, I
was-
didn't realize until after.
She was crip walking. Yeah. On the performance, and her and Drake used to date back in 2015, and in one of Drake's one of his songs, he actually refers to Serena and her now husband.
Oh yeah.
And he quoted saying like, "Oh, Serena, by the way, your husband's a groupie." So this was like a little subtle way where Serena kind of like stuck it to Drake. She was like, "Okay, so not only am I from the same area as Kendrick Lamar, I'm from Compton, so I'm going to do the crip walk, but I'm also going to be crip walking during the song that disses Drake as people are singing, you know, like the whole, oh, Drake, I heard you like I'm young." So I'm like, okay, so there's like,
But there's some controversy around that about Serena Williams doing that because apparently her sister got killed by Crips, so it's kind of like weird. It's like it's like a kind of like a controversial thing. So that whole part's crazy to me. But I get it, the whole idea of her getting back to Drake.
Well, she also. So I don't know if you know, she also crip walked.
When she was at the one of her
She got to fine.
I watched it. It wasn't that big of a thing though.
The Wimbledon.
Yeah.
And like I don't know whatever umpteenth Grand Slam it was for her. She's like ridiculously good. But she did that, and she said during I think it was like when she's backstage, she's like, if I had crip walked like that in Wimbledon, I would have been fined. So like it brings up the topic of like, so when are these culturally significant things? Right. In what setting and exactly. So that's
but it wasn't even like a full. Like I've seen the video, I watched it like because with the crip walk thing when it came up, I was just like, it wasn't even a full crip walk. It was like short thing, like 3 seconds, like done. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna dance like all over the thing, like it is very wasp. There are a lot of wasps.
Where it's like whatever kind of.
Oh,
right, but it's like British or none. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean, we're technically white, right? But we're like Irish. We're like still not even the correct white for.
Yeah. Oh, I do have a good thing to add though about. I have a thing to add though about the that groupie comment that Drake had made with the lyrics. There's one where actually Serena's husband, I think his name is Alexei Ohanian. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. So he responded to one of the tweets. It was like a picture of him and his daughter like watching Serena, I think, at one of her practices. And it says in a quote he wrote in it was a caption, "The reason I stay winning is because I'm relentless about being the absolute best at whatever I do, including being the best groupie for my wife and daughter." Took it in stride, and I thought that was like the most wholesome thing and like best way to respond to it.
Basically, inclusion, everything means Drake now.
Yeah. Shut up, Drake. We don't like you.
Seriously. Oh my god. Do you think
I like. I like.
everybody hates Drake?
Yeah.
Wait.
Duolingo like has like some ad they randomly came out with that he's hating on.
Yes.
Wait, I want to see that. Show me that.
No, what does it say?
It's like, and I hit a chord, and I think it's A minor.
And then it's like,
Oh!
It's so crazy.
I love Duolingo. They're crazy on social media.
Cultural phenomenon.
Yeah, well, you ever follow them on Instagram? They post the
Well,
craziest
it's such a
stuff.
meme now. It's like Kendrick looking at the camera, and like that's the picture of it. It's like him smiling or whatever. Hilarious.
Because it's the lyric. It's like, hey Drake, I heard of you like I'm young.
Yeah. And he,
Did I hit a chord? It must be
A minor.
yeah, and also he like says it. He's like, I'm not supposed to play this song, and then he plays a beat. And he's like, yeah. I'm gonna play
Wait, wait. I hope I don't get copyright for saying this, but I feel like Drake's his like soundtrack to life should just be like, everybody hates Drake.
Yeah, basically, right?
But,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. Anyway, it was an interesting halftime show because, and it wasn't just all about the beef with.
Oh no.
Drake. There was the rest of it was basically he started. Okay, so to give you an idea, he starts the performance by saying, "You are watching the revolution. The revolution is being televised. You picked the right time, but you picked the wrong guy." And he's referring to.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh, I didn't hear as much about this. Maybe about Drake.
So yeah, I know because everyone focuses on Drake, but then also at one point when he's like, "Oh, am I really gonna sing this song?" And you know how the ladies are like, "Are you really gonna do it?"
Yeah.
At one point, he also says, 40 acres and a mule, it's not all about clout. I think that's the line. I could be misquoted, but I do know that 40 acres and a mule. What he's referring to there is actually a historical phenomenon. So after the Civil War, right? So when all slaves were freed, the government had initially promised every freed slave 40 acres and a mule. They redacted that promise when they realized they couldn't.
Yeah,
That's a lot of acres. Yeah,
they couldn't deliver because
a lot of people.
In this country, it's like people have to be struggling for it to succeed, which sucks.
Yeah.
But basically, government retracted that promise to these freed slaves, and then for quite a while there was a lot of like, well, they were people without a land, right? Because they technically had been property before, so now they're freed, but they don't really have anything of their own. So when Kendrick Lamar brought up this 40 acres and a mule, he was referring to that historical promise. So
like false.
so yes, we can all joke, yes, Drake and A minor, but like
yeah, that's the best part.
Kendrick Lamar was also hitting deeper issues, deeper roots, deeper activist stance.
Yeah, and recalling history. Yeah.
Anyhow. But yeah, we can delve into this. I'm saying,
no, this could be like a deep dive later.
Palestine flag too, right? Did they ever like arrest her?
I missed that. Wait, I gotta look that up. Wait.
See, like you see Enter?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a show that you can keep going back and analyzing. There's just so much going on in it.
It's gonna be I was gonna say if we look, I should have looked it up right after the Super Bowl, but there's like I know that they always like post like a bunch of articles on it. We should definitely take a look at that and like deep dive. Yeah, it looks like yeah, I think they raised that one during. Oh yeah, they raised it during the Super Bowl. Wow, the Easter eggs you find crazy.
Anyway, we spent a lot of time talking about the Super Bowl, and I didn't even watch it.
All right.
I only watched half of it because again, I hate.
Honestly,
All right, we got.
I was talking so much about it. I was like, maybe we should just talk about this and like deep dive into this.
Just like a 1 hour, just like make a 1 hour.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could have a 1 hour special of literally all that stuff.
From, like the outside.
I watched it.
No,
You watched.
it was like
Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't know much about it.
I mean, in fairness, most of these things that I learned afterwards were like after the fact. Like people like
Well, yeah.
and be like, did you notice this? Did you notice this? And you're like, shit, like I was watching it, but
It's like when
I
you,
didn't even like.
well, it's like when you go to watch a movie and you're like, oh, I totally forgot that there's a scene, or oh, I totally forgot that this was in it.
Right,
Yeah.
like, oh, this makes sense.
You gotta
now.
rewatch
Yeah,
it again to get
Like,
everything.
At
Yeah.
first, I was like, yeah, it's okay, but I'd rather have like seeing like Bad Bunny and Shakira just like
Well, because we'd rather
going
be.
crazy or
I
something.
mean,
You know?
that's the point, right? And, like, so you think about the Roman Empire and like the fall of the Roman Empire. Towards the end, they were like, "We'll give the people bread and circus, entertain them, distract them." And Kendrick Lamar was like, "Well, hell no."
It's like I want to make a
I think the
stand.
message, yeah, that's pretty cool.
So
I
anyway,
guess I'll deep dive in that.
yeah. So the performance that kept giving afterwards. That's all I gotta say.
Makes you sing.
Makes you.
It's a good
Makes you-
thought piece in a performance.
Yes.
Makes you want to talk about it in the podcast.
And we did. Goal fulfilled.
Thanks to Kendrick Lamar for providing feed to this.
Although
podcast.
I'd recommend maybe get those bell bottoms shortened a little bit next time.
I don't know.
Love the outfit otherwise, dude.
What do you mean? Those are fun.
No, but they were like under his shoe, and I'm like, I'd be tripping on those, and that's just because.
$1200 jeans. We'll fact check later.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll price check the outfit because it was like a leather coat.
Ridiculous lie.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, yeah, probably. Imagine they're like $5,000 jeans.
$30.
All right.
Yeah, no kidding. You couldn't pay for the tailor.
Do we want to end on something light, like
Yeah,
we're
let's-
gonna review our purchases?
Oh yes, our recent purchases, fun, practical, or impulse buys. Yes, capitalism as its best. I would say, well, I did get a nice little power charging, a little power bank charger. Because I lost my last one, so I got a new one. I had a blue one. Now I have one in purple, and I use this all the time. It has like a cord for USB and micro USB. It's great for like charging all electronics, and I use this for like the podcast mics to charge them, like a wireless mic set. We're actually using one that I got off TikTok, which is a 4-piece wireless mic set. So if you guys want to check that out, wasn't that expensive. You guys want to go? I think it was like $12
Wow,
for the whole thing. Yeah, and it comes with a carrying case and charging cords.
Times that's like the dollar menu right there.
Yeah, it's the dollar menu of technical equipment.
Like, yeah,
Technical equipment, the technical McDonald's, if you will.
yeah.
Huh?
Back to the dollar menu.
Back to the dollar. I miss those days, man.
The McChicken's $3. Can you believe that? Like $3.
When you said you make chickens $3, I thought you said make chickens, and I was just like a chicken?
No.
I'm just like, are you talking about like what's it called?
The price of the bag?
No, I thought you meant like a chicken, like an actual chicken.
Actual chicken.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
Damn.
Yeah, when I saw it. 'cause-
Damn
What did it used
inflation.
to be, like $1.69 or something stupid?
Yeah. Well, even the dollar store is not a dollar anymore.
Like, it used to be a little
$1.90. Yeah, $1.95 now. 25. Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Can't even call it a dollar store.
That the inflation of the McChicken has now gone up 3
Oh, yeah.
times.
I feel too broke for a big chicken now.
They're trying to get rid of the penny and the nickel because it costs more to make a
Yeah.
nickel.
Save those pennies, people.
So they're talking about that right now. It's a big debate about it.
I feel like
how much like materials that Or making them out of cheaper materials, that would completely change like everything.
I feel like if you save those,
How the hell would we live without pennies?
but wouldn't it kind of seem? I don't.
Okay, wait, no. Seriously, think about
Yeah.
how often you use a penny in your daily life.
Yeah, but your
I
change
haven't
back.
used cash a lot lately, and I do use pennies, but
You're like,
what
oh, I
you
can't
said
give
is,
you
like,
any.
what, that people are not going to get changed back.
That's
That's my question.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
is included with tax typically right now. Like the tax is not already included in the purchase. You have tax, it makes it off number.
Well, yeah, it'd be like
So,
like 426 or something like that.
Fives or tens is crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a
what do you do?
whole
Like
thing.
round up so you
I've
make it
changed my
like an
morals to get rid
even,
of
or
the
like
penny.
I
And
don't know,
people are
man.
against it because
I
of
like the
historical
penny,
reasoning, but also because they believe like those issues of
but like you
how
could.
things will have to be now. All the costs will have to be changed in the United States. You can never sell something for a certain.
And like as we know, it's not that they were lower costs; it's that everything goes up.
But also,
Yeah, it's always
together,
inflation.
like I think not US, but like in general, trying to get rid of cash and just
Mm.
move to electronic payment. Which
No. You
Government
should
has
have
done
cash
it,
though.
China's moving towards closer and closer now.
yeah,
Mm.
so it's
Yeah.
like kind of controlling your money in a way. So anyway, like there's all those people that have thousands of dollars of cash under their bed.
Save it in the mattress, people.
But anyway, my recent purchase was yesterday. I haven't bought stuff recently.
This morning,
but I
I'm still-
had an email. I saw LV was having an end of season sale. I got
Ooh.
t-shirts. I really like them. They're kind of nice for like work or just in general.
Nice.
I almost bought like a vest too, but I was like, I don't need one.
I know you always threaten to steal my
I
vest
looked for
whenever
some
I'm
Dirk, but I
over.
didn't really see anything that great. So.
A lie. She
I did.
She didn't even go to the men's section. She was
I
like,
did. I did. And you went back to the case
Debatable.
cameras, you would have seen, but there was nothing that
yeah, you would have seen her. Not in the men's section.
I was.
Can we check those CTV cams?
Literally.
Veronica, talk to us about your purchase. Because you're holding it, you have it right next to you, and I absolutely want one.
It's so
It's a purchase,
It
the
is.
best kind of purchase.
no, it is one of my favorite recent purchases. So, I had a friend's birthday recently. I say recently, it was like back in January, but I'm always late on.
But in our mind, it's kind of recently.
So I went on Facebook Marketplace, and this woman is making homemade crocheted yip yaps or the yips.
Wait, let me double check.
So
Maybe it's
if,
yips.
if you're old school Sesame Street, the yips were these little monsters with these open gaping mouths that went yip 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 yip. So she
Yep.
has made hanging plant holders of yips. Lizzie will post the picture in the Instagram account. But,
I love them.
I bought 3 of them. I gave two of them to my friend, and I have one. So I'm probably gonna put like a little mini monstera in here.
Yes.
Oh, I love monsters. Yep. And I also had you put your coffee in the yip, which make a
So
post.
technically, he's a little multi-purpose. I could probably
Yeah.
put
Also, you have to put like plastic bags in them in front of their sink or like.
He could be a trash
You know
can.
what I mean?
He could be a trash. He could be a trash.
You could put
can.
you could put a you could put actually a little trash can for the car and hold it in that.
Collect trash inside of my like
door.
My friend has a
Now
mini
I
trash
have
can
a
in hers.
solution for you. You can buy
I
it
tried
offline, and
I'm gonna find that on Facebook Marketplace.
Birds live there, yeah.
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 Oh my god, you better not be going where I think you're going with this conversation.
A bird home.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
you know what? It could be hanging outside. See if the birds like the yips.
Yip yips.
Yes.
Yip.
You just a jerk just said.
What is that?
That's actually.
Oh my god. Dear God, man.
Alright, yeah, I'm trying not to buy much lately, but you know, life.
Inflation. And inflation's not stopping you from making those purchases.
Yeah.
So what are we learning today? Keep your pennies because it's
Yeah,
an active rebellion.
Well, it could also end up being like the $2 bill.
Yeah. So active rebellion. Keep your nickels and your pennies. Follow Kendrick Lamar. Shut off the TV.
Wait, I just thought of something. What if they came up with a 2-cent thing instead and got rid of the penny and the nickel and they just did 2 cents and then
Ooh. Oh yeah, they could. Think about it. White House, if you're listening, think about it.
You're done with the edibles. Okay. Too much money talking. You're like 2 cents.
I think we should bring back a shilling. I don't even know how much a shilling is.
Oh, what?
A shilling and what is it? A shilling and a 2 pence, whatever it is. Oh wait, sorry, that's British. 2 pence, 2 pence.
For 2 cents.
You know what? It's inappropriate. We're regressing. So should our
Wait,
money.
actually,
Wait, I gotta look up how much a shilling is.
They should call it
A shilling's 78 cents.
Like, should be like a Drake. It's like the lowest.
Oh, how about Drake? Oh, yeah, Drake.
And it has a picture of
A Drake.
Kendrick looking at the camera, smiling.
Oh, on the back, yeah.
God.
Damn,
Then you got Dirk regrets being in this podcast. It's fine.
that's fine.
A nosedive.
Yeah, took a nose dive
Anyway.
indeed. All right. But yeah, and we went to the Real Deal, got some good sandwiches. But yeah, we're just gonna wrap up. So yeah, so we'll talk more in the next one, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day and rest of your weekend. We're having a long weekend for President's Day. Well, at least I am. I don't know about you guys. But yeah, I would say stay tuned for next episode. This will follow up as a second episode for this month, and then we'll be starting the new season next month. So stay tuned for more, and I'll be posting on our Instagram. So everyone, have a wonderful week, and go get your mental health walk. Bye.